It was Shady Elemental Gamer back again with that Final Fantasy Type-0 HD greatness. So I was mentioning in the last Let's Play about the industry and like, you know, the bigwigs involved and how they greedy and whatnot. But I mean, if they're greedy, at least have a purpose for it. You know, just don't make like shitty games and expect people to play them and then like demand money and shit from them. Like, I don't understand how that works, you know? Like, I mean, I support certain games because they're good, but nobody plays them, you know? But at the same time, you can't be making a shitty game and then you got people playing them. So it's like when I see these big budget games come out and they could be fun and whatnot, but it's like, oh, it's another 2D fighter. Like Mortal Kombat X. I'm like, come on. Haven't they gotten to the point where they can make like a game that looks good and plays good in 3D as far as fighting games go? Because I mean, there's a market for that, don't get me wrong. Like, they have a market for you know, turn-based RPGs and shit like that. But how the fuck you gonna make a 2D fighter in this day and age when we got like PS4s and shit? But I don't know, I just digress on that because I don't know, I know that's my preference and I know that might be boring to some people and it might be like a little too restrictive, but that's just how progress is, you know? Like, there's just some people that delay the inevitable that way. But yeah, I'm just hoping, like, because I know for a fact, like, I really liked the last Marvel vs. Capcom game. I think it was Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I have both versions of it. You know, the original and the Ultimate version. So, you know, and I like the game, but it's like the next Marvel vs. Capcom, if it's gonna be years in development, it needs to be a 3D fighter, like fully fledged 3D. You know, same mechanics. You know, you get a three-man squad of fighters, and you know, you're just duking it out. You know, specials and everything, but at the same time, it's in 3D. You know, that's all I want to see. Okay, so 9 is the guy with the lance. I keep forgetting his name is 9, but I'm gonna switch out to him, and I'm gonna try to level grind him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just stick to one character for level grinding to 22, rather than switching out every time. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on how I think the industry is headed up. You know, like, they need to keep up with the times. You know, 2D gaming in general. Like, even though there's a market for it, it's not going to be like, there's going to come a time where it just falls by the wayside, the same way turn-based RPGs have, and people are not going to want to play it anymore. They're going to want progress. So that's all I think about. But at the same time, I'm like, I like certain old game mechanics. Like, I like 2D platformers, fighters, whatever. You know, and even though I realize like some people, they want that immersion from a AAA title, I'm thinking like, you know, they can still make like some certain old mechanics work. Like, you know, like a world map. Like, look at this world map in Final Fantasy. I like it because instead of looking for enemies to fight, you can just run around and run into an enemy and then fight them. You know, which is convenient. And if they do any remakes for old Final Fantasy games, the way I want it to be done is that, you know, you have the world map, and then when you get into a random encounter, the camera zooms in, you know, it zooms in real time as to how that area would look. You know, rather than using like a pre-rendered background or something for fighting, you know, like the same thing. Make it so that that area is just how it looks in real time. You know, like, I would like things like that, you know, and you know, even though running around the map might look unrealistic, you know, just be like, oh, that's your character icon, but it's taken up by this, you know, it's taken up by the character icon, which is essentially sort of like a hologram over the position of your character, you know. So, you know, I think about ways of making certain game mechanics that I love, such as random encounters and world maps. Now, I think about ways to make it work in this day and age. Otherwise, people are gonna move on to like the Final Fantasy 12 type gameplay. You just run around, you see enemies and shit, and you fight them. You know, so I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. Yeah, that's my level grind talk time. Now, this is gonna be my second to last Let's Play, because I doubt I'm gonna be able to level everyone up 22. These monsters I'm fighting is level 22. You know, I'm gonna continue this on the next Let's Play. Oh look, I leveled up.